So I hope everyone's doing great today. It is amazing what I will do for you Hidden Landmarks people. I put together this monstrosity in about 15 minutes, which is a new personal record. Gonna wait a second till I see the first person pop on. There we go. Good morning, Elmira. This is camping at Newtown Battlefield. I'm JD Isles, and of course, this is Hidden Landmarks Live. This is the local history show that I do every Friday morning at 9 a.m. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about something I'm kind of doing in my personal life. Don't worry, it's not too personal. But today we're at Newtown Battlefield. And just for those that might not know, Newtown Battlefield is right outside of Elmira, formerly known as Newtown Battlefield Reservation. It was the site of the Battle of Newtown, fought in August 1779, so we're talking the Revolutionary War period, and it's very well tied to the Sullivan-Clinton campaign. So this is a Revolutionary War historic site right here in the heart of Elmira. More importantly, well, not more importantly, but I think far more interesting is this was also a civilian conservation corps camp. For those of you that don't know, during the Great Depression, the Civilian Conservation Corps was the force made up by unemployed young men that basically built the national and state park system. And that's kind of why we're talking about this now and here. Let me show you this rig I have going on. And of course, I do hear in the background, they're mowing the lawn. Of course, there's always someone mowing the lawn when I'm trying to do one of my history talks. So like I said, this is going to be a little different. This is a car set up for car camping. And my wife and I have recently just started taking some weekend trips and exploring some, state and national parks, kind of like we're doing today, although truth be told, we didn't stay here last night. I came up this morning. I set this up real quick so you could get a mental picture of what this situation was. But kind of the long-term plan is for Hidden Landmarks to transition from just doing mainly Elmira-centric things and start to do things all over the country. And car camping is kind of the first baby step into doing this. And I do want to mention, JD, why car camping? Well, the reason we're doing car camping is because it makes for a very easy transition from not camping at all to getting out on the road. And we want to move from this setup eventually to a small trailer, but baby steps, folks. I have camped all my life. I was a Boy Scout. I was an Eagle Scout, as a matter of fact. But my poor wife, Christine, never camped a day in her life. Although when we first got together, I think she fibbed a little bit. And she was like, oh yeah, I love camping. Only to find out later, I'm not so sure about camping. But we've gone out about 3 or 4 times now, and she is loving it. So here is our rig. This is a Honda Passport, and the reason we bought this one specifically is because the seats fold down flat. This is a very inexpensive tent that we bought. I think this was like $150. It was not much, but the amazing thing about this is meant to be compatible with just about any SUV. And it basically turns your SUV into a bedroom and then a living room. And if we go inside here, you can see that, you know, while we've got very much a traditional tent, we also have all this space to set up an air mattress and sleep for the night, safe from the rain, safe from the snakes, safe from the bugs, etc. So while we're kind of starting on our camping journey, you know, Newtown was nice enough to let me come and set up here today to do this talk. Newtown is an amazing place if you want to take your first baby step into camping. Maybe you've never done camping before, but you've thought about it. Newtown is a great place kind of to get your feet wet. And one of the things that I like about camping the most is you can very inexpensively just get in the car, throw some things in the car, hopefully a tent, and go somewhere and stay very inexpensively. So they have 18 tent camping spots here at Newtown. They are as little as $27.25 a night. That's $28 to sleep here for a night. They also have cabins built by the Civilian Conservation Corps, by the way. Cabins, they have 5 of them. Those are $85 a night. They also have 2 camper sites. If you need electric and everything else, they can accommodate you that way as well. Now, if you want to start car camping, you don't even have to have a setup like this. Both my son and a good friend of mine basically set up, I think they both had Priuses. And, no, you know what? I think one was a Saturn. Riley's was a Saturn. But Connor, my son, had a Prius, and he set it up so that he could sleep in it at night and basically drove across America that way. This is a very, very inexpensive way to travel. And that's one of the things that's really appealing to me, because my wife and I can decide on a whim, hey, let's go to this state park. It's supposed to be beautiful, and do it very easily. So, in summation, Newtown Battlefield State Park, not only is it an interesting park with a lot of interesting history, it is a very inexpensive place, either to get your feet wet with camping, or if you've camped for years, it's a great little park. They have a bathhouse. The sites are beautiful, big, and well kept. They have the cabins too, if you're not quite ready to jump into tents just yet. But I'm excited about this new future, this new hidden landmarks camping future. Don't worry, I'm still going to do the history stuff around Chemung County. The interesting thing about the camping history videos, because they are going to be videos, those are only going to be available through my newsletter. The Hidden Landmarks email newsletter comes out semi-weekly. If you want to be a part of that, please say newsletter in the comments. I will make sure you are signed up for the newsletter, and I'm going to be shooting some of my first test footage actually today. So you might even be able to see some of that. JD Isles, Hidden Landmarks home team. This is Hidden Landmarks Live with a dose of car camping. Everyone have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.